What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Guys, today I want to talk about something very sad, to be honest, because even though it doesn't affect me directly, I've seen this situation happen too much in the African American community. And so that I want to tread lightly on it, right, family? And I want to talk about a singer that I think missed a lot of opportunities, super talented, Lauryn Hill. All right, Lauryn Hill is one of the most talented voices that's ever been out there. I mean, if you want to talk about, beauty, getting sing, I mean, rapping and singing. I mean, like, this is really talented. I'm talking about just with singing, though. I don't know anybody who can beat her singing. I don't. I just don't. I've heard many. The only person I would think that I know that has a voice that is great like Aretha, even though there's different tonalities, Aretha Franklin. There's nobody else I've ever heard that sings better than Lauryn Hill. I don't care what you say. Nobody. That's a woman. Beyonce, stop. Mary J, stop. Keisha Cole, stop. Like, Lauryn Hill, there's Lauryn Hill and then there's everybody else. Lauryn Hill's problem is she doesn't have the work ethic. But Lauryn Hill's the truth, okay? And a lot of times when you have, these talents, it comes from, people sing out of pain, right? And now, Lauryn Hill ended up getting with, I want to say his name is Rohan Marley, all right? And Lauryn Hill and Rohan just couldn't stay together, all right? And as talented as Lauryn Hill as an artist, she had a lot of personal problems. She could never stay active in the music. She had all these kids. Not to say that's bad, but she just couldn't stay focused on the business. And one of the things that her daughter Salah came out and said is that, Lauryn Hill was abusive towards her. And Salah says that she suffered, or Selah, I'm not sure of the name, that she suffered without growing up without her father. And again, this is a hurtful thing for me to talk about right now. I'm a big Lauryn Hill fan, and it hurts me that this happened. But Salah talked about this and that she was beat her like a slave and all of this. But Lauryn Hill responded to that, right? Let me read what she had to say. Black people, what? Salah has every right to express herself. I encourage it. But she also got the discipline that black children get because we were held to a different standard. The discipline was seen through the lens of a young child who also had no place to reconcile me as a mom and me as a larger-than-life public figure. It took me a while to realize that my children and probably everyone who knew me saw me in this duality. To me, I am just me. If I am guilty of anything, it is disciplining in anger, not in disciplining. The toxic venom I ingested for standing on principle and confronting systemic racism far before it was a thing to say or do. The people who called me crazy and have yet to apologize and say, oh yeah, we were wrong. Of course, that seeped into my home it was intended to. An entire operation trying to break an artist with a voice and the knowledge of myself was way ahead of her time, was in motion. I was affected, my family was affected, my children were affected. Stop the show. Now this is definitely true. Lauryn Hill was definitely ahead of her time, and if she was singing now, that might have been a reason why she would have been in the business. dating. Let's go back. It discussed with Salah what it must have been like having a child while being hunted by Nazis, or what it was like for the children of runaway slaves. I'll just leave it at that. All right, guys, you hear what Lauryn Hill is saying in the post. Now, I will say this: we grew up in a different era. You know how I got whooped for being messed up by my dad, my grandma, my mom. In today's world, that might be considered abuse. All right. But what I'm hearing from Lauryn Hill is a lot of unaccountability. And, she is talking about, she's blaming everybody else for why her discipline of her children was everyone else's fault. And I hate to say this. I see a lot of times that some sisters, not all, but some sisters will blame the society as to why they had a bad relationship with their children. And I can understand that society has a bad effect on black people and what you're going through, but the child doesn't deserve that. She is not apologetic for how her daughter was affected. This is probably why she couldn't keep Rohan Marley. And a lot of times what we're seeing people do in the black community is they're talking around the issue instead of confronting it and saying that we need help. And Lauryn Hill still needs help. Lauryn Hill might have had issues, and we all have problems, but you don't take your problems out on the children. All right? Now, I do agree that, the whoopings that I received, is necessary. But, there could have been an extent where maybe I thought that could have went a little too far or whatever. It's been so long because, y'all remember the switches and the extension cords and all that. But I want to just say this. It also shows here, fellas, that women can come out here and say this and nothing happens. If a man was accused of whooping his daughter and he says that, he's going to jail. Like, Lauryn Hill pretty much admitted to what she did to her daughter, and nothing happens. Nothing will happen. If that was the same standard for men, it would be it'd be no problem. And then here you have another issue where the father isn't there. The daughter says, I miss my dad. Do you know how many black women out there, because they have a mom that has a problem, they miss out on a relationship with their own fathers. And when women grow up without their fathers, it hurts them. Okay? It hurts them. People don't know that. It hurts them. It hurts them. And this is what we need to talk about, family. We have to talk about how kids are affected. And I mean, it's sad. And I hope that, the daughter can heal from this, that she won't grow up and become bitter because of what happened with her, with Lauryn Hill and her, right? And so, guys, that's all I have for today. It's your boy, Oshie Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of A Celebrity Jump. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. I really thank you guys for all that you're doing. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. Check out all my information pinned to the top of the first comment. I'm out.